Dude, what is going on, people? This is John with the boy Lee, and this is the next installment of the We Would Have Talked About It Anyway podcast. Lee, we're recording this on a different date, but how you doing, man?
Good, man. Chilling. Another episode. Getting to talk with my boy John. Fucking
dude
is yeah, man. How's your week going so far, John?
Dude,
how are you?
Dude, I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
Why?
I'm tired, man. I'm just tired, man.
Is there any particular reason why you're tired?
Life is why I'm tired. No. Nah, dude, I went to a concert last night.
What was the concert?
Oh, man, dude, it was a metal show. For listeners out there, Lee and I both listen to hip-hop, but I listen to a lot of different genres. I have multiple flavors, man. You can't, I feel like you have to listen to a lot of different genres to be able to appreciate them all, you know?
I like, as far as things that aren't hip-hop that I like R&B a lot. I like a lot of slow jams, oldies. Enjoy oldies.
Dude.
Like
Motown type oldies?
Yeah, like Motown. Nice. Freaking Frank Sinatra, I like.
Bruh.
Soft rock, I don't know. What do you consider, like,
Are you talking about,
Bee Gees, Elton John, Eric Clapton? You know what I'm saying?
I lump them all into yacht rock, and then I give myself in that yacht rock. I'll give myself like Toto. So like if Africa comes on, and I want to bless the rains down in Africa, like.
Oh, I know what song you're talking about.
Yeah.
DC.
That's like classic. That's classic rock.
Yeah. Iron Maiden. I had a
Iron Maiden metal.
When I was growing up, like one of my best friends was. I already liked hip hop like as like a child, but he was like a big. I don't know if it's metalhead, but like he loved Iron Maiden. Like he would have like a leather jacket with like the patch and like the Iron Maiden shit.
Dude, I saw so many of those. I saw so many jackets with like patches on them last night.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Dude.
Then freaking. Yeah, like he had like the posters and like the Eddie, right? Like that's their
nice. Yeah.
Eddie's like their mascot. Yeah. What else do I like? Miles Davis. What is that? That's like jazz, right?
Yeah.
Or the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of lumps into.
I have a slew of other things that I like that's not hip hop, but mostly it's hip hop. Okay, so John, how was that metal concert? Tell me about it,
bro. Dude, it was so weird being at a concert.
And on a Tuesday?
No, dude. Okay, so one, it was on Tuesday, which in my younger years I used to do a lot. But now it's like it was weird being out on a Tuesday night, and
you're still a young man, John.
Dude, I know, but but no, dude, it was actually a lot of fun. It was weird being at a venue like the one I was at, I was at El Corazon in Seattle, Washington, and I saw Black Dahlia Murder, After the Burial.
Are those the names of the metal band?
These are the names of bands.
Okay.
Man.
Damn, these are fucking go through them again. These are some fucking solid metal bands.
Okay, so Undeath was the opener. Then we had River of Nile being Nihil, and then we got Carnifex, After the Burial, and then Black Dahlia Murder.
Was that the headliner? Black Dahlia Murder?
Yeah, Black Dahlia Murder is actually from Seattle, like actually from the area up here. So like,
damn.
Yeah, dude, it was super packed. Like,
were you in a mosh pit? Is that a metal thing, or is that more punk, where it's like a mosh pit?
So
is that just rock concerts in general? I don't know.
Dude, that's just like rock concerts in general.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I was not in the pit. I went with my roommate, and she didn't go in the pit, and she didn't want to go in the pit. So I wasn't gonna go in the pit by myself. You know, like if I were at the show by myself, like I would have. But no, I was not in the pit. But
what is proper mosh pit etiquette? I've never been in a mosh pit. I don't know if I would want to be in a mosh pit. Do you just like tackle motherfuckers, or like is it full blown like let's fight someone? Like
no,
what is?
No, you are not fighting someone.
You're just kind of like
you're like kind of like shoving your way through and going like you're like most like okay. So I'll go in like a circle pit, which is like you're basically going in a circle at El Corazon, because it's like a very like it's a narrow venue. It's more that was more like an oval pit last night. But no, essentially you're you're bouncing off of people, like pushing people through. You're not throwing fists. You're not like full on brawling people, or you're not supposed to. I'm not gonna say that doesn't happen, but you're not supposed. It doesn't normally happen. And yeah, the goal is just to like just keep continuing going in that circle. Like
I think it's just one of those things where you gotta live it. You can't fucking explain a mosh pit.
You have to. You know what? We'll go to a show, and I'll throw you in one, and then you can experience it for yourself. And then
I don't know if I'm ready for that, dog. I hate fucking even just going to like a regular concert and like even just like rap concerts where like you're kind of like shoulder to shoulder to anybody and like everyone's kind of like vibing to it. I fucking hate being shoulder to shoulder to anyone in general. So,
dude, okay.
I don't know if I could do a mosh pit,
dude. I mean, but you gotta do it once though, to say you did it.
Do I? Is this like skydiving? Like, if I die right now and they're all like, "Do you have any regrets, Lee?" I'd be like, or if they were like, "Did you ever want to go skydiving?" And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm cool."
Hold on. Die. See, I would never, I would never go skydiving. Okay. I have a fear of falling, so like, I have a fear of heights, which causes a fear of falling. So, I would never do skydiving, like ever. But
yeah. I don't know that maybe then like I'm thinking like it's like one of those things where it's like get out of your comfort zone type things. So you know what, maybe I should go. You know what, I'm gonna go skydiving and landing into a mosh pit. That's my ultimate out of my comfort zone.
If you can afford to make that happen, like all the power to you, man.
I just need a.
I'll be just outside the pit. I'll be just outside the pit.
Yeah, I need to coordinate a rock band concert at the same place where a fucking skydiving place is at, and then I skydive into a mosh pit.
No, what you do is you figure out when there's a like concert that'll have a pit like that. Either like a metal show, like a punk show, are usually the two most common. And then you pay someone to skydive with you. And then you fly into the concert. It's an outdoor venue, so like you fly into the concert, and then you land in the middle of the pit, and then you just go.
Yeah, dude, I feel like I don't know, but then like everyone's gonna be like inside a parachute. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, that would be crazy. I mean, should do that. That would be crazy.
I mean, that would.
It's a mosh pit. There's no rules.
Dude, exactly, man. Now. Exactly. There's no rules, man. And let's be real. The mosh pit will probably land on the crowd around you. It wouldn't land directly in the pit.
Okay, we're gonna go back to your concert,
dude. No. Okay. So once I got past like worrying about if I was gonna get COVID, and worrying about like all that other like all the stuff that goes along with that. It was really fun. I mean, granted, with the style of metal they were performing, like unless you like actually have listened to them before, you're not gonna know the lyrics to it. You won't be able to discern it.
Was it like screamo metal, or it's like they're like raw?
It's more like a raw kind of thing.
Okay, I don't know shit about metal, so
it's more of a growl. It's more of a growl than a scream. But yeah,
that shit's really impressive because like that takes a lot of like vocal,
dude.
Because if you just like are like the whole time, like that's gonna fuck up your like vocal cords. So it's like you have like you need to really like get in control. There. Dude, it's a kind of a. I think I had a coach that was like super into like metal and stuff, and he was saying, I'm probably butchering it, but he was all like they're kind of like opera singers as far as like voice control because you go from like super raspy and like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Like you have to though. Like it's one of those things where it's like it takes so much out of you to like get to that point that like you need to have a really good control over it to like have it first of all have it sound good, but two, not to like fuck up your voice. Because there's there's a number of singers that like have like vocal cord surgery because like they don't have a good enough control, and then their shit just gets fucked up. Dude, It was a hella good show. I'm glad I went, but I'm like super tired afterward. Cop some merch. Had to cop some merch, but
Nice. What'd you get? Like a hoodie?
nah, I got a long sleeve. They didn't have hoodies. They had a bunch of zip ups, but they didn't have a hoodie. And I'm not a and I don't fuck with zip ups, man.
Oh, like the. Why don't you like zip ups?
Dude, I hate mess with the zipper, man.
Oh, like you'll fuck with the zipper?
Like
you mess with it too much?
Yeah, I will mess with it too much, and then it'll break, and then I can't wear it because it doesn't work.
And then you're just like, I do this every time.
It's like, oh god damn it. Exactly. Like, dude, every time. I don't trust myself with the zipper jacket at all. But they didn't have any hoodies. So like the next best thing for me is like a long sleeve. So I dropped $40 on the long sleeve.
For which band? The Dahlia?
After the Burial.
Yeah, metal bands have the coolest names.
Yeah, man.
It's just so intense.
Yeah, man. Just like Body Count.
Is that a metal band?
Dude, you don't know Body Count?
No, I don't know about it. Body Count.
Do you know who
Yeah, I don't know if it's metal, but my favorite, Dio?
Yes.
Holy Diver? That's my shit.
Dude, that is metal.
I would play that. I would play that all the time.
Dude, I'll give you a fun fact. I listen to a band called Killswitch Engage.
Oh, dude, that's what I was gonna talk about
because they did the cover of Dio.
And
I grew up and like my brother used to listen to Dio all the time, and I was like, oh, what song is that? And it was Holy Diver. And so when I typed in Holy Diver in YouTube, Killswitch Engage's version actually came up as the first suggestion. So I listened to that first, and I was like, oh man, who is this?
Yeah, I had another friend that was super into metal, and then it's like this exact conversation.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I like Dio, Holy Diver, and he's like, bro, do you know what's their name?
Killswitch Engage?
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Killswitch Engage. I was like, that sounds intense. Then yeah, the same thing. Like I looked it up, and it was that one. It's good, man. That guy died. Rest in peace, Dio. I think his name is Dio.
Yeah, that's his name.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Rip. But yeah, man, dude, it was a lot of fun. Honestly, like I will tell you, like some of the best concerts, like some of my favorite concerts are metal concerts, just because like there's so much energy, and like once like yeah you'll run into situations where you have like those assholes that like are a little too aggressive, that kind of need to just calm down just a little bit. But then like at the same time, I've been to shows and like met like some of the dopest people. Like I was at a show, like I was at the show last night, and there was like a dude walking around with bottles of water, trying to give people bottles of water. And just cause.
Like, here, man, you look dehydrated.
It's like, dude, you look dehydrated, and like there's a lot of times like before COVID. So I'm gonna preface that with before COVID, where like dude, people just like will buy a bottle of water and like share it with like 5 or 6 people.
Mm.
And like everybody waterfalls, so that way like respect the person that originally bought the bottle.
Yeah. That's nice of him.
And then like
I would never do that. Even pre-COVID, I would never do that. I mean, my friend, and even my friend, I'm low-key a germaphobe like that. But if you waterfall it, but then it's like you kind of like people don't waterfall it like hella far.
They do it like close, and you're like
they're centimeters, their lip touching it a little bit, and you're just yeah, I'm good on that shit. I need to be drunk to do shit like that.
Dude, you say that, and then like if you've been to a show and like you're like in the middle like of like a huge crowd and everyone's like cramped.
Yeah, that's
the only way you're getting water is through that bottle. Like
you're gonna do it. If you need it, if you're like deprived, then I feel like all your germophobness goes out. It's like more of like I just need water. I don't care anymore.
I will tell you that is 100% true.
Is that what happened to you?
That's exactly what happened. I was like 17 at a show, and I was like stuck like pretty close to the front, and they were like, and I was like, damn dude, I think I'm gonna have to like go through the crowd and have like one of the security people up front catch me, and then like pull like basically like drag me out because I needed some water. I was getting like super dehydrated.
Oh, like you were in the midst of it, and you were like,
yeah,
I'm dying.
I'm like, I'm dying. Like I need to get out. And then like dude next to me was like, nah dude, I got some water here. And I was like, And I was like, dude, if the band that I had gone to see wasn't the next band that was performing, I wouldn't have done it. Like I would have just went through with the security guard. But like, I was like right there. I was like two, 3 rows away from like the stage.
What band was it that you were hella excited to see?
Trivium.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know that. Is that metal still?
It's still metal.
Trivium. Okay. So but he gave you the water.
He gave me the water, and I was like, fuck, yeah, man. Took a decent sized waterfall.
Damn, you're lucky it wasn't. Don't they put like Molly in water bottles? Isn't that a thing?
What? That's a thing?
Did you get drunk?
No. I actually remember the rest of that night, so I don't.
Because I remember, I've never gone to like a festival, but I feel like, or I don't even know if it's a festival thing, but I remember someone telling me they put like Molly's in like water bottles, and then like you're able to feel it like that.
I've never heard that.
Oh damn.
I mean,
well, I hope you didn't get drugged that night.
I would not put it past someone to do that, but I've never heard of that happening.
All right, man. Disclaimer to all the kids that out here going to concerts and shit. John dodged a bullet, but if y'all go somewhere, don't drink other people's random water bottles because there could be drugs in it.
Or you let them. Or another tip. If you want to, if you really are gonna take a drink, have the person giving you the bottle take a drink first.
He's already fucked up, dog. That's not a good.
Dude, that's normally nothing.
If I'm doing drugs, and I'm fucked up. Hell yeah, I've been drinking this. This is what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I drink it first. Okay, that's only if it's a roofie, right? Because if it's a roofie, then he's like he falls asleep.
Yeah, he knocks out. But
yeah, but if it's like just drugs, just like Molly or something, like of course he's gonna drink it free. He been drinking it, John. Hey, Mr. Rafael, you dodged a bullet. Are you sure? Did you feel? Tell me. Okay, you drank it, then tell me how you felt.
The same. Actually, no. I felt hydrated.
Okay.
Hydrated. I was not drugged.
Okay, that's good. That guy was a good person. He was a. Now you know what? Now the fact I'm saying that I feel. Were you okay last night when? No, but they didn't. No one. You didn't drink water last night.
No. I bought someone. I bought my own.
Okay. See,
I paid like $4.
Smart now.
I paid $4 of a transaction fee to
it's
withdraw
okay.
$20 from my checking account just to buy some bottled water because they only took cash.
It's okay. At least you didn't get drugged, and you know where that water's been.
I mean.
Now I feel sketchy for the guy that was giving out water at the concert. You think he's a nice guy, but he's out here just fucking. It's just Molly waterfalls all over the place.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. In my experience, I've never had that happen. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I've never personally experienced it.
Y'all gotta watch out.
Bro, dude, you're creating this like stigma around people who just want to help other people out, man. At shows, and you've never even been to a show to comment on that, man.
You're right, but fucking there's Molly in the water, dog.
Okay. Well, then is the advice if you can buy yourself some water. But if not, let the person handing you the bottle of water take a sip before you drink some.
No,
because then it's like it still goes back to the point that they're fucked up already.
Just know, the advice is, because look, you already painted the picture. You're thirsty. You're in the fucking crowd. You look back at you. There's just a sea of people. Your ass can't get out. You're thirsty. This guy hands you water. Then in your head, you're like, all right, I'm thirsty. But just know, there may be drugs in this water bottle. There's a risk you're willing to take.
Bro, why are you trying to scare the audience, man?
I'm trying to.
Are you trying to educate?
Not educate. I just want to. You need to be cautious, man. You can't. Not everyone's hella nice just to be hella nice. Or you know what? They are hella nice because they want to give you drugs. I'm just saying, watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, okay. What are going on at these rap shows, man? For this to be the thought that comes through your head.
It's not even a rap show. I think because I get this from remember is one of our mutual friends that would go to like a lot of like raves and stuff, and she
Okay,
would tell me
okay,
that
okay.
that's how.
Hold on. Raves are a whole different animal, man.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But the possibility of drugs in water bottle is how I learned from that. So like in any situation, especially in a concert, there could be drugs in the water bottle, is what I'm saying.
Bro. You, okay, okay, fine. We'll leave it at that because we have gotten completely off topic. But suffice to say, the concert was a lot of fun. There was a lot of energy.
Zero drugs in water bottles.
I mean, from my experience, there was zero drugs in water bottles.
What if like you're just hella your tolerance is so high now that like you don't even feel it because you've been drinking this drugged up water.
Bro, that actually wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me at all.
That's so funny.
But yeah, no, dude, it was a hell of a fun time. My ears, I legit had a ringing noise in my ear till like 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Night. Damn, this afternoon.
This afternoon.
Fuck. That's a day and some change, probably. I don't know, but Jesus.
I mean, it was like 18 hours.
I feel like you expect nothing less after a metal concert.
I mean, I made the mistake of not bringing earplugs, so that's part of the problem.
Damn, it was just like, bro, like how loud was it? Just,
dude, it was pretty loud, man. You ever been in a car that has like subwoofers in it, and like you just feel like you hear and feel the bass?
Mm-hmm.
Like think of that, but like the sound of it being like 10 times louder.
Damn, and just somebody hella screaming.
And just someone like growling, man. Not even screaming, growling.
I feel like it hits your soul.
Dude, I literally like there was a bunch of times where like it's just like you feel it in the chest, man. And you're like, I'm alive. I'm alive.
Oh damn. Well, that's good, man. I'm happy that you had a good.
Thank you, man.
You had a good concert.
Thank you, man. How's your week? How's your week been, man? We talked about my shit, man. How have you been?
I just had a regular ass Tuesday yesterday, man. Just work, went to a gym.
Were you continuing your player ways, man?
No. I've calmed down.
Yeah.
I have. But I did think of a random question because I think of random ass questions all the time, and I was like, I'm gonna ask John this.
I mean, the random ass questions are part of the reason why we're at the point we are right now. So, fire away.
So John,
Lee,
let's say you went to the park and you were gonna play like some pickup basketball,
hooping,
and you were able to bring 4 other rappers with you to play pickup basketball. And what 4 rappers would you pick with you to go play pickup basketball with?
Do I get to include Damian Lillard in this?
Oh, that's a nice little loophole.
Do I?
No.
What about Ron Artest? What about Shaq?
Okay. Rappers that were not and that are not or were not NBA players. Okay. Just rappers.
Okay, well,
that's a good loophole, John. I had
to ask because
okay, yeah. So rappers that weren't past NBA players,
all right,
and they were all in their respective primes physically. So right. Like dead or alive.
All right.
Top 4 rappers you're bringing with you to go play pickup basketball.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna include J. Cole.
Nice.
Do you know J. Cole actually played college basketball?
He played college basketball?
Yeah, dude, he played college basketball.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna look this up because I want to make sure that I know what college he played at.
Because I know he went to college. That was. Yeah. I didn't know he actually played college basketball. He played pro fucking overseas like this last year. I think.
Dude, J. Cole was a walk-on player at St. John's.
Oh no shit.
And he played like when St. John's was like a top 50 team.
Oh damn. Good for J. Cole.
Yeah, dude, good for J. Cole, man. So gotta have J. Cole.
Okay.
Oh my god. This is such a tough question because you don't know who's good at basketball or not. But I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw 2 Chainz in there.
That's good. He played for Alabama State.
I think
he played college too.
He played college too.
Mm-hmm.
And dude's tall, so you gotta have some height. Gotta have some height on the court. And they gotta be I have to pick guys that are hella athletic because I am not athletic by any means. Like if I could just stay in the corner and just shoot the occasional corner 3, like I'm gold.
You're gonna be the Kyle Korver of the team.
I'll be the Steve Kerr. I'll be Steve Kerr. Nice. Because Kyle Korver took way too many threes, man. Steve Kerr was like, I get 6 shots a game.
If he's open, he hit that really important shot.
Yeah,
was it Utah? Was it Utah?
It was Utah.
Okay. So you got J. Cole, 2 Chainz.
So I need 2 more, right?
Yep.
Dead or alive?
And they're all physically in their prime.
Oh man, dude, this is tough. I'm gonna go Drake.
You put Drake in your team
I'm gonna put
to
Drake
go
in my
play
team.
basketball to dominate the whole court? Really?
Yeah, because I mean, he's had so much access to like Toronto Raptors facilities. He's had to pick up something.
Fucking, didn't you see him? Do you remember that video where it's like he's warming up with the Kentucky team and he just airballs like the 3?
That's all confidence. That's all confidence for the Kentucky team. Come on.
Okay, all right. You got Drake on your pickup game.
Honestly, I picked Drake because like I couldn't think of another rap. I've been having a really hard time thinking of rappers that I feel like would be good at basketball. This is tough, man. This is really tough. This is hella random.
It is random.
This is hella random. Who else would I put on this? This is a really tough question. Damn. Okay, so I have J. Cole, I have 2 Chainz, I have Drake. Just for the sake of me wanting to like hopefully get all these 4 dudes to be on like an album together after they hoop. I'm gonna throw Big Sean in there because I know Big Sean and Drake could have made hits before and they could make hits again. So I'm gonna throw Big Sean in there. That's just as a rap. I'm a huge Big Sean fan. I don't know if you know this. Huge Big Sean fan.
I really liked his last album. Detroit was really good.
Dude, most of his albums have been really solid.
I don't know. I haven't delved in too much of like his past albums. I like his like the singles he always puts out, but his last album was really good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. I liked your first 2. I'm not too sure about your second 2.
Hey man. When you're on the spot and you can't think and you really can't think.
That's true. That's not bad.
So
I thought of mine.
Hold on. Who are you? Yeah, you premeditated your 4. You premeditated your 4. Okay.
Yeah, so
but hold on, here's the catch. You can't use any of the 4 that I said.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have to not use J. Cole then, because I think J. Cole's your always first one. Okay, so there's 3 that I didn't. I wanted to use 2 Chainz, but J. Cole and 2 Chainz are good. But okay, so Master P, because he actually played for the Toronto Raptors.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No,
dude,
I didn't know that.
He played for the fucking Toronto Raptors.
When?
Fucking in like 2000s.
What?
Yeah.
No,
he was
didn't.
Fucking pro, dog. Look that shit up. Look that shit up right now.
I believe you, but like I'm so like in like disbelief.
Yeah, man, he's good. He played for the Toronto Raptors. He was even on like he worked out for like the Hornets. Yeah, he played for the fucking Toronto Raptors, man. He even had like playing time in an actual NBA game.
Dude, no. He never played during the regular season. He played in the preseason.
Who, Master P?
Yeah.
Well, fuck it, dog.
But he played for the Long Beach Jam. He played for the Long Beach Jam in the ABA.
But dog, he was in that bitch, dog. No, not a lot of people played summer league for an actual team.
But like I remember watching an All-Star game that he was a part of. I think it was in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. And like he had like 18 points, like nothing. So I probably should have remembered. Good. But like on the spot, you don't remember how good Master P is. It's like that's like saying you'd have little Bow Wow on your team though, because like he wasn't like Mike, and he played NBA games in a movie he was in.
Those are just one of those random facts that I always remembered that Master P played for the Raptors.
Dude,
so
okay.
Okay, so okay, Master P.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Dave East. This one I did do research for,
Okay, Dave
but like
East.
I no, but like because not like research, but like I heard it in like a prior interview because he played for Towson,
Oh,
like in
did he?
college. Like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he was D1. I just had to research what like I'm pretty sure it's Towson, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So Dave East. I'm gonna go Snoop Dogg because he's 6'4", so why not? And I
I
feel
mean,
like Snoop Dogg's pretty
I
athletic.
mean that's why you get 2 Chainz.
But Two Chainz played college ball too.
I know he did.
Um, Damn. All right. So I was gonna use J.
I
Cole.
mean that's like the easiest. That's the easiest answer.
Mm, yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna go say I'm gonna say Little Romeo.
Oh, little dude,
Yeah,
played
because
it. Played at
he
USC.
played. Yeah, yeah, he played for USC. I feel like I got a good squad, man.
Dude,
Got a good squad.
dude, dude. We'll just get the 8 of them to play a game, and we'll see what happens. In their prime, we'll see what happens. It's all right. It's all right. Drake will come through, start singing, and everyone will get annoyed because Drake's a singing rapper. You know,
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's better. I always see like little clips of him like playing
dude.
like now, and like he has like a whole ass gym in like his house. So you
Dude,
know, who knows?
I
Maybe he's
mean,
hella better.
I mean, part of the reason why I chose Drake is like every team had Drake show up and like do workouts with them, so like he has to pick up something.
I think it's just because they like him.
Yeah,
Oh, but like I guess you like eventually like you'll be good.
yeah. Eventually he'll pick up something. Like
Yeah.
and he did technically. Technically, he has a championship ring with the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, those were hella funny because like I remember his interview like after like the Raptors won and they interview him and it looks like he just played the whole ass game.
Dude, it does. Like, he's like randomly like has a sweat, and just like.
He's just excited.
Although to be,
Damn, all right.
if I was in Drake's shoes, I'd be like hyped like that too, though.
So who would you rather sit courtside to for a whole season? Spike Lee, Jack Nicholson, or Drake? So okay, so look, watch. I'm a.
No.
Okay,
My answer is Drake, and I'll tell you why.
okay.
I'll tell you why. With Jack Nicholson, you're stuck watching Laker games. You're stuck watching Laker games. That's the only game that's the only team you're gonna watch.
Yes.
With Spike Lee, you're only watching Knicks games. That's the only team you're gonna watch. With Drake,
because he travels.
with Drake, he travels. So like, one game we could be in the six. You could be in Toronto watching the Raptors play, and then the next we're in San Francisco watching Oakland, watching the.
Spike Lee travels though, kind of.
Yeah, he travels, but to watch the Knicks.
Oh, but you're saying like Drake just doesn't always go watch the Raptors.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
He'll watch.
He'll
like,
watch it. He'll watch other teams, man.
I understand. I understand.
Like he's been in Atlanta to watch the Hawks play. He's been in New York to watch the Knicks. Like he's out there, man. He's out there.
That's smart. I picked Jack Nicholson just because I'm a Laker fan.
Oh, you know what? Going back to that question, I'm gonna change out Big Sean. I love Big Sean, but I'm gonna change out Big Sean. I'm gonna throw Wale in there.
I feel like that's not any better at all.
Wale is a D1 athlete. Oh. No, he's not. But Wale was actually a really good football player. And sometimes you just need that athleticism on the court, man.
I feel like he'll tackle you
Hey,
because
hey,
all the football players that play basketball.
If that takes out Master P, I'm fine with it, man. I'm fine with it.
Oh damn. Oh yeah.
And you know what?
I think my starting five would beat your starting five.
No, dude.
I think my team could beat your
What are you
team.
talking about? 2 Chainz is just gonna be out there grabbing boards, and then J. Cole's just gonna dribble around everyone, man.
Yeah, no, I think Master P could take on 2 Chainz, and then after that, Dave East could take on fucking J. Cole.
Yeah, and then little Romeo can get bodied by Wale.
No, not even.
Yeah, man. You get bodied by Wale.
Yeah, and then Snoop Dogg's there. Oh, you know what? Who wouldn't? I don't know if he's athletic, but Wiz Khalifa is probably an honorable mention because he's just tall. Now I'm just naming tall rappers.
Dude, yeah, shout out to Wiz Khalifa, man.
You know who I want to play pickup basketball with is Adam Sandler. Do you ever see like those videos of him just like
random
playing?
dude, what was it? I was watching like a compilation of like people playing ball, and like Adam Sandler's like randomly playing a game with Russell Westbrook, and he's just like balling at like 50 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I strive to be as good as Adam Sandler when I'm that old.
Dude, apparently he's like rec league good.
Like he'll win your local gyms.
Yeah, he'll
dominate
he'll dominate a local rec league, but like the second you get to like the college game
within his age bracket.
Not even within his age bracket. You can throw him like
just an open league.
Just an open league. He'll get you buckets, man.
I could see that. I feel like with him, like he'll have a. I mean, shit. Adam Sandler probably have the connections to get a good rec league team.
Dude,
get like a bunch of.
Honestly, he probably could.
Damn, could it?
Hold on,
because
but we all know who the best rec league player of all time is, right?
Who's the best rec league player of all time?
Jason Williams, man.
What do you mean by like rec league?
Bro, dude was playing in a rec league and then got signed.
Like literally
playing in a rec league, like out of college, because he didn't get a spot. Right, I think he was right out of college. At some point, he was playing in a rec league, and video of him playing got out, and they were like, "We have to sign this dude." And
he got drafted though, right?
No, sorry. Like when he joined the Heat.
Oh, so like they saw him playing pickup. Yeah, they're all like, Jason Williams
still got it. Like, let's bring him on. Then bam, I think he won it. I think he might have won a title. Well, he might have been on it the year before they won a title.
I think he won a title with them when Shaq and them won. I think he was in those teams. Yeah. Jason Williams hella good.
And then, or you can say Hassan Whiteside, because I think Hassan Whiteside at one point was playing in a rec league too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, aren't those like the pro-ams, like the?
No,
it's
not like a Drew League or like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or like the
one
Rucker
of
Park
those.
League. No, it was for Jason Williams. It was like a legit like rec league.
Just like a normal wherever he was
level.
at. Yeah, but I feel like those guys are. I believe it, but I feel like those guys are always just like in shape, kind of at least.
I mean, I feel like you always have to kind of be in shape though. If you're like around, like if you've been in the NBA.
True, and like if you're still like pursuing,
you're still pursuing it. Like you have to like be in like good shape.
Damn. Did you play sports as like a kid? You played baseball, right?
I did play baseball. I wasn't very good, but I played.
How long did you play baseball for?
I stopped playing after high school.
But like from like middle school all the way up to high school?
From like elementary school up through high school.
All the way up to high school?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Do you think playing sports as a kid helped you as an adult?
No.
No?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Like zero?
No.
None?
Not at all.
I feel like for me, because like it kind of gives you like a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to be on time to practice. Then,
dude, I was never on time to practice.
You work as like a team. You learn how to understand to like work with like other kids at like a young age. Yeah. Even like if you're not good at it, but like you put yourself in that environment where you have to work with other people. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that there are not advantages to playing sports as a kid. Like I truly believe that there are a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was never good enough for that to matter. So
I feel you, but I feel like just being a part of it, like you're
honestly,
at least you get like some experience of it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, it depends. It depends. Like I would say, up until I got into high school, it helped. Like it was good. And then when you get into high school sports, and it's like, if you're not very good, you don't play at all.
Yeah, I get you.
And like when you're practicing, and you're like if on the basketball team, like if you're like the 12th guy on a 12-man roster, like you're just gonna be chilling the whole time.
Yeah, but like I feel like as an adult, like it kind of at least like instills some things in you.
It instills, yeah, dude. No, I agree. It instills some things in people.
And that shit builds character. If you're like, fuck, I don't play, then like you gotta. I guess it depends how you like handle it.
Yeah, I did, and obviously I did not handle that too well. Dude.
Yeah, no, I say that because like I read an article and it was all like kids that played like kids that participated in like sports um for I don't know like I don't know like what the stat was, but like they make more money as an adult.
Oh shit. I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. But I think like that's what I just brought it up because like then it makes me think of like even like if you were like if you played a lot or if you didn't play a lot, it's just like the is it intangibles like things like the little I don't know if I'm using that word right, but like the things of like showing up on time or like you're being consistent to like going to practice all the time.
But on the same token, like if I were like a mathlete, you know,
Oh, true.
could
I think just anything in a team setting probably, I guess.
Yeah, like if like I don't think it. I feel like it would not necessarily be sports in general, but like anything with like a team setting.
Or if you were on like a debate team or some shit.
If you like, yeah, if you like debate, you know, like one of those like, oh man, what are they called?
What, spelling bees?
Oh, no, not spelling bee because the spelling bee by itself. But like, it's like the group of people and like you're a team, and like you have to answer questions.
Decathlon?
Decathlon.
Like
academic decathlon. Academic decathlon. Like if you're one of those, like I feel like you would still get.
Are those real?
Yes. When
I don't think I had one.
Did
you have one?
In high school, we had a academic decathlon team.
Or like you just have to know a bunch of shit.
Dude, they just knew like a random knowledge. Or like they have like the one person that specializes in one subject.
Yeah, like you're the physics person.
It's like, hey, you're the math kid, all right? Learn all the maths.
Yo, that's crazy. I only saw that in movies. I don't think my school had that.
Yeah,
or maybe they did, but I don't know.
See, I went to a hella small school, so everyone either played a sport or was like in some club.
Damn. Yeah. That's just crazy. Fucking. Yeah, but that's true. Just being a part of like a team will help.
Yeah.
I think one really good life skill that I learned from being in basketball was we always had to like dress up for like game days.
Oh, dude, that's dope.
And we had that's the reason I learned how to tie a tie. So since like 7th grade, I was all like, oh, I gotta figure this shit out. I only know one way, just like the double Windsor. I don't know how to do that.
Dude,
do you know how to do that?
Dude,
I only know one knot. I don't even know what it's called, but I know how to tie that.
I know like the very basic one where it's like you put it like over, you wrap it around twice, go up, through, and down, and you're just like you're chilling after that.
Yeah, they're hella different knots.
Dude, I wanted to learn how to do a double Windsor because like it's just like so bold, but I can never do it, man.
How did you learn how to tie a tie, John?
My sister taught me how to tie a tie.
Did you?
Yeah, my sister taught me how to tie a tie. I was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to homecoming.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I don't know how to tie a tie. And my sister was like, I'll show you how to tie a tie, because apparently she used to tie that like. For some reason, she used to tie her like when they would go out places, she would tie her male friends' ties like at like formals and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So like so she's like, oh yeah, you just do this, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like a fucking maze. The first time you do it,
dude,
it's like
it was like,
how do you make two strings turn into a fucking thing? You know.
Like I felt like she was doing like some I felt like she was like doing like some like Doctor Strange shit, man.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Or like, dude, no, I remember thinking like, was she a Power Ranger at some point?
Why? Why Power Ranger?
Cause like,
honestly, is it because the arm movements?
Dude, the arm movements and like you're like like moving things around. I was like, holy shit. And you're like,
she was tying your tie, you just saw Power Rangers.
I was like, Go Power Ranger, man.
Like when they do this shit, like Mastodon.
It's like Saber-Tooth Tiger.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, man. That's exactly That's exactly the thought that came through my head, and I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. So I was like, can you do that again but slower? And then just to mock me, she did it like super like hella slow, like like the like.
You do it like this.
You do it like, okay, so you put this over like this, and then you cross, and then you go around, and then you go around again. Yeah. Like if you were to play a video at like 0.25 speed, like that slow. And I was like, fine, just do it again. And then the third time I finally picked it up.
Nice. Damn, so like that time then like you learned it. You were like, now this is a skill I have.
Now, yeah, I was like, down. Because this was before you had YouTube in the palm of your hand.
Yeah, you would have to turn your computer on and then go onto YouTube.
Dude, this was like 07.
Yeah, I don't know if I had a computer then. I think that's the first time I got like an actual computer, the like internet.
I was like
07-ish.
It was like, I think it was 08 when I got my first, when our family got our first computer.
Yeah, same. Yeah, it was 07, 08, around there. Yeah. But yeah, no, same here. Freaking, my dad didn't know how to tie a tie because like in his whole life he never had to.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom knew how to tie a tie.
Dope.
So, same shit. She was like,
yeah.
I forever knew.
Yeah, and then it was funny. I tied my tie, and then my brother saw me tie my tie. He was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm tying a tie." He was like, "No, dude, you're putting way too much effort." And he's like, "Just get a clip on, and just clip it, and you're good." I was like, "Oh no."
Does your brother know how to tie a tie?
He does.
Oh, okay.
He does. Well, my brother's also lazy, so he'll go with the clip-on tie when he can.
You know what I don't know how to tie is a bow tie.
I don't either, but fortunately, most bow ties come like tied, and you just like kind of snap it into place.
Yeah. One time for game day, I decided to switch it up, and I wore a bow tie.
Dude.
Yeah, I wore a fucking bow tie.
It's rough.
Time.
It's rough because like it's kind of tough to like pull off a bow tie.
Yeah, and you just
because you're like.
But yeah, dude, mind you, I'm like fucking like a 12-year-old skinny kid, and like I'm just playing around.
I mean, a 12-year-old skinny kid could pull off a bow tie.
It was funny. I think my mom knew the same thing. Like she knew how to tie a bow tie.
Damn, dude, that's impressive.
Bow ties aren't really like when do you wear a bow tie? Is like if you go to like a super fancy event.
Like you can wear a bow tie with like a tuxedo.
I feel like that's the only time. Or if you're, I feel like it's that, or if you're a Chippendales dancer and it's just your shirt and the bow tie, and those are the only two times you're allowed to wear a bow tie.
Honestly, nowadays you can wear a bow tie with anything. Like you can get like nowadays. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Because bow ties are now like super accessible. Like you can find a bow tie anywhere now, or almost anywhere. Bro, you can go to Target and get a bow tie. You know what? Yeah. You know what? That's homework, man. You can go buy a bow tie. You can wear it on the next episode.
I'm good.
Oh man, bro, you've got me thinking, man. If you had to create a concert with a rap concert with only basketball, with only NBA players. You do past and I'll give you past or present, but they have to like their main profession has to have been like a basketball player.
Yeah, man, Shaq. He had a song with Biggie, bro.
I know he did.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think just Shaq and Damian Lillard. And
you have to have four. You have to have four. You have to have four.
I guess Kobe, because then after that you could do because he did do a rap album.
He did do a rap album.
Yeah. Because then you could do like a Shaq and Kobe versus. Did you watch the Ja Rule and Fat Joe one? I didn't know they had one.
Wait, they had a versus?
Yeah. See, look, I'm telling you. Yeah, look, they had one on. I'm
so you're telling me Ja Rule lost a versus to Fat Joe?
I don't know. You gotta go watch that shit. That shit was live.
I feel like
it looked kind of cool.
I feel like Fat Joe gets underrated, gets underappreciated sometimes.
I mean, yeah, man, he's been a freaking. He helped bring up Big Pun. Yeah. He was part of Big L's DITC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe Fat Joe doesn't get his flowers as he made Lean Back.
Dude, lean back, man. That's what I was thinking, man.
That was a whole ass moment. Okay, so
Dude,
Daniel,
I still hear that song from time to time.
I haven't heard it like anywhere like outside. Like I have to look it up to hear it.
Not, dude, last time I was visiting family at like 8 o'clock at night. Like, no, sorry, 11 o'clock at night. Some car was bumping it, like just randomly down the street. I was like, oh shit,
Oh, well, yeah, that's right.
lean back.
Yeah, that's hella random. That's a yeah, that was a really good ass song. That was a good song. It was a whole moment.
Dude, I remember one time I went to a hip hop club, and that song came on, and literally everybody got on the dance floor
And leaned back.
and leaned back.
Man, didn't okay? Well, I'm gonna finish your question.
Okay, finish the question, and then you can
Okay.
ask your question.
All right. So who would I say? So Damian Lillard,
So you got Dame,
Shaq.
Shaq, Kobe.
Kobe. I guess Allen Iverson because you said he rap. Oh, you know what? Lou Williams. Lou Williams.
Okay, Lou Will. Okay, that's a solid
Yeah.
one. For a second, I thought you were gonna give me Lonzo Ball,
Oh damn, no.
or
But he rapped too, right?
yeah, he does, or like Iman Shumpert.
Oh yeah, Iman Shumpert did one.
You know
Interesting.
Chris Webber dropped
Yeah.
a rap album.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always go with Tony Parker. You can always go Tony Parker.
Oh, that would have been a nice little twist.
Yeah, but then you have to bring R. Kelly on stage for the one song that they
No.
have together. So
I'm good. I'm good
you're trying to avoid that golden shower.
at all costs. I don't need that in my life.
No one does. No one does. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. But what was that question you were gonna ask?
I forgot. It's okay.
It's all right, man. It's
okay.
it's all right, man. Dude, I do actually have a legit question though.
What up?
Well, do you have like an album that like you'll go back to and just like listen to, like no matter like what mood you're in, like you'll go back to it and listen to it?
Damn, I don't know. What's yours? I can't.
Okay, so I have two. I have
Okay.
two that I alternate with. I mean, one is Man on the Moon,
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite albums,
Mhm.
and then so one of my favorite bands of all time is A Day to Remember, and they have an album called Homesick, which is like a fan favorite. And I'll go back to listen to that from time to time.
Mm.
But it's like
Called Homesick.
yeah, it's called Homesick.
Okay.
So like
Interesting.
yeah, so like I'll like if it's like I'm not quite sure what I want to listen to, or like I'm in a good mood or I'm in a bad mood, or if I even if I want to just switch things up real quick, like those are like two go-to albums.
Damn. I think mine is. I'd say Frank Ocean, Channel Orange.
Good album, such a good album.
And
Fun fact: the only one of two albums I've only bought on iTunes.
Damn, really?
Mhm.
Can you still buy music on iTunes?
Yes,
Is
you
that-
can. You still can.
Yeah, I want to say that. I want to say that, or I don't know what other album. Like I want to say college. No, I don't know if I really go back to College Dropout like that.
For College Dropout, I'll go back to like a song, but I won't go back to like the album as a whole.
Yeah, I'd say. What did I listen to a while ago? I'd say like Channel Orange and like Illmatic.
Solid.
Yeah, those are good. But yeah, no, I don't really like. I mostly go back to like songs. I feel.
Mm-hmm. You don't make them.
Yes.
You don't make them say
No, not like Master P. No.
No.
Damn. Okay, if you're stranded on an island and you had 3 albums, what would you do? Or what albums would you bring?
Okay, so for the purposes of this conversation, I'm gonna keep it strictly to rap and hip. I'm gonna keep it strictly to hip hop.
No,
R.
just
Any?
anything.
Any?
Yeah,
Okay, 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 okay.
You're on the island, bro, and you're able to bring three albums to listen to. What would you
Oh
bring?
man. Oh man. Well, I mean, I will bring the two that I mentioned already. So,
Mm-hmm.
Man on the Moon and Homesick. Uh Oh man, that's tough. Okay, so we'll go Man on the Moon. We'll go Homesick, and we'll go. I don't know why I keep leaning to the side like that. That's a really tough one. I'm gonna go with ooh. The third one, honestly, the third one would probably change at each time you ask me this question. But for right now, because I've been listening to this album a lot recently, I'm gonna go. Hold on, and I want to make sure that I have the correct title for it. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Free National's Free National album.
Oh, those guys are good.
Yeah.
Freaking yeah, that's the Anderson Pax.
That's Anderson
Like
Paak's
the-
band. Yeah.
Yeah, or the band that he always does it with. Yeah, those guys are.
Or
that's
like
good.
either that or like any album from Run the Jewels.
You know, that's like one of the like I know they're good, but I just never got into them.
Dude, it's criminal that they don't have a Grammy.
So, Killer Mike is the rapper, and then the other dude is like he just does the beats. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He does the instrumentals.
What's the name of the dude that does the beats?
Why you gotta put me on the spot for, man?
Oh no, I was just wondering. Just Google it.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
But okay, so like for mine, so I get
It's a LP.
LP. What was okay? So no, okay. For mine, so it would be Channel Orange, Illmatic, and then I do the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. If I was stuck on a
Damn, that's a shout.
yeah, that's a good one. That's honestly really good. That's a really good ass album too.
Damn, that is actually a really, really good suggestion. I'm actually, you know what? Thank you for bringing up Lauryn Hill, because I'm actually going to change my answer off of that. I'm actually going to change my answer off of that. I'm actually going
Are you gonna put the Fugees?
No, I'm not going to put I'm not going to put the Fugees. I was actually going to use, what is it? One in a Million by Aaliyah. Love that album. Love that album.
Okay, switched it up. Switch it up.
Honestly, I every now and then, like, I will go back and listen to just like random music that she dropped, because like honestly, Aaliyah's music's been so difficult to find until like the last like month or two.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Like they finally dropped stuff.
They finally dropped stuff on Spotify, so it's like yeah. And plus, got a soft spot. I have a weird soft spot for anything Timbaland touches.
Has Timbaland produced anything as of late? I can't think of one.
I feel like he has to have, right?
Yeah, I don't know. He does have good beats though. Anything with Missy Elliott is good.
Like, do you remember Shock Value?
Oh, Shock Value.
The album he dropped?
Nah.
Dude.
Is it just him?
I mean, it's him, but every song has, like, a feature.
So, like, that's, like, his... Like, he just curated an album and made, like, all the beats and shit.
He curated an album, made the beats, rapped on the songs.
I never heard him, like, rap. I just know...
Do you remember Say Something with Drake?
Yeah, I remember that. Did he rap on that?
He did.
Did he really?
He did.
Like a whole like verses?
Yeah, dude, like a whole verse, man.
What the hell? I just think of him just doing just like little things. Like in the Aaliyah's song, he's like, "Baby girl." Like, and that's the only part.
You mean like the ad libs that are like randomly there? Like he would do with like Missy Elliott?
Mm-hmm.
Or like Bubba Sparks?
Yeah, I like when him and Justin Timberlake are always good when they're together.
Oh, dude, Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, Carry Out. Do you remember that?
No, but he did Cry Me a River, right?
He did. He produced Cry Me a River. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, Carry Out. It's another. It's a song that he did with Justin. He did with Justin Timberlake.
Okay,
Or
if you
like, do you
were,
remember Promiscuous with Nelly Furtado?
oh yeah, that was Timberland too. Damn, Timberland got hits, bro.
Yeah, man. Do you remember when he did the Apologize remix?
Do you remember the Jabberwockies dancing to that?
I do remember the Jabberwockies dancing.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout,
Jabberwockies. This is
shout,
my
shout.
favorite shit. I sometimes
Dude,
I go back to watch Jabberwockies performances. My favorite one was the 2016 when they did the Warriors halftime show for like the finals.
dude,
That's my shit.
honestly, I would love to see them in Vegas. Cause don't they have they have a Vegas show, don't they?
I don't know if they still have residency. I think so. I would hella want to watch them in Vegas.
Dude, I'd be down to see them. I feel like they always put on a good show, like no matter when, like where they show up at.
Yeah, the Jabberwockies is really
I
cool.
feel.
I
I also feel like they've been a part of like every All Star game since like 2011 or something like that.
No, since the first Warriors, I think like since 2016. Because then I would always because that run where like the Warriors would always be at the finals.
Dude, do you remember?
They would always have them.
Do you remember when Shaq made like one of his last All Star teams and he came out
Yeah,
with the
as, like, as the
Jabberwockies?
Jabberwocky.
Yeah,
Man, they're so iconic, man. I can't like. I feel like they were the first ones to make dance crews like poppin' like that. Because there are a bunch now, like the Kinjas.
Mhm.
Um, those are the only ones I think of. It's just them and the Kinjas. But
Did you-
I'm pretty sure.
Did you ever?
I'm sure
Did
there are
you
more.
watch America's Best Dance Crew?
I like religiously watched it when the Jabberwockies were there, and like I remember hella fucking like texting and like voting, and like I knew it was the thing because then like I remember, um, like hearing other kids at school like fucking like talking about it and like oh who do you like, um, so yeah
And
I
then if
hella
anyone
watched
said
it.
anything other than the Jabberwockies, you were like, why?
Yeah, and then like they were kind of like the first, like Asian like Americans like on not the on TV, but like it was cool to see like some of the people in Jabberwockies were like Filipino,
Mhm.
and they were like, oh man, that's cool, like they're Filipino like me. So it's cool to like see that, especially like as like a high schooler.
Do you think that that representation like meant a lot to you?
Yeah, I think so, especially as like growing up, just to see someone that looked like me
Mhm.
like on TV, even though like they had the mask, but the fact that they were hella good, and then like you knew like when they took off their mask, like even like the fact that because not all of them are Filipino, some of them are just like I think they're like different kinds of Asians,
Mhm.
but just seeing that I was like, oh man, that's cool. It kind of just like it's just always nice to see that shit.
Nice, man.
Mhm.
And then off of that, were you ever like were you one of those kids that like watched like all the YouTube stars that were like that are a part of the Asian community?
I think so. I guess coming up, like I still like Timothy De La Ghetto stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't really follow Nikahiga, but like I watched some of his. I remember like watching his stuff.
Like dude, like, he was huge at that point.
Yeah, yeah. But like yeah, I didn't really follow Nikahiga too much, but I like Tim's stuff a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Even like to this day, like I still like to listen to his. He has like his No Chaser podcast.
Yeah.
I like his No Chaser podcast. Um, who else? Freaking J.R. Aquino. He would always have because he's Filipino and he would
Yeah.
always have his covers. Brian Puspos, because he would do like choreography and shit.
Yeah.
What are other like Asian YouTubers?
Like a
There are a bunch. Oh, like all the JK people, like uh, um, like the JK News people.
Mhm.
Like those guys are fun to watch. Or yeah, the whole JK crew.
yeah.
Yeah, those are the only ones like I think of that like I watched as like a kid, and even like today that I still like them.
Yeah. I mean, I had a friend that like actually like sent me a like article about how like Asian kids like growing up, like when we were growing up, like
Mm-hmm.
gravitated to YouTube because like so many like there was such a huge Asian representation on YouTube that wasn't available through other media. And like the article goes on to talk about like just the influence that they had on, you know, a huge generation of kids when, like, because you didn't have that representation elsewhere, and so like when you were mentioning Jabberwockies, like it made me think of that article, which is why I followed up with that YouTube question.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, like growing up, like you always see, like especially as just far as like Asian people in like popular media, it's always like we're always like fucking whack, dog. It's fucking like there's just like the nerdy dude or like the fucking Mino speaky guy.
Yeah.
And so I guess like when like those guys were kind of coming up like on YouTube, it was like, oh, like is like something different, and like we knew like it's not like this because like I don't know, at least like for me, because like growing up there were other like I grew up around like a lot of other like Filipino kids and like my older cousins and stuff are just like the older Filipino kids like in my town. So like I grew up around other people kind of like of my culture, so like I didn't feel I guess like isolated as like, oh, I'm like the only Asian kid. And then I don't know, like sometimes like when I listen to like other podcasts or just like interviews of like how other people like grew up, like it was kind of like they were like the only Asian kid in their town or like the only Asian kid in like their school, and they didn't like really have anything to kind of like gravitate towards to. And then to put on top of that, it's like when you watch TV or like if you watch any kind of popular media, your representation of yourself or like what is Asian is like whack. It's like you're either nerdy or like it's like maybe lack of a better word, but like demeaning or just like not cool. But yeah, no, for me is like I was able to see like older cousins, like they would like play basketball and like they would play basketball and like get at girls, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, those guys are cool. And then that's low key what I became as well.
I mean, from some of the stories you were telling me the other day, I mean, that's definitely what you are right now, man.
Not even, bro, not even.
So, but then, would you say that, you know, that sense of representation has gotten a lot better over the last, say, 5-10 years?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think there's still a lot more to go as far as I think Asians in entertainment or just like in media, and still there's the difference, dog. Like Asian in America, when you say Asian, you automatically think like fucking like Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and those guys are like they're like Chinese, right? Then there's just so many, there's like Korean, Chinese, Filipino, and like there's not even really too many as far as like me. Like there's not like a solid like, oh, that dude's like Filipino, like a lot that I could like refer back to. There's Dante Bosco. He's like the voice of Zuko.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's him, and see, like it's kind of hard to like think of other ones. There's always like half or like some, you know what I'm saying? But I think but to your question, like it's better. I feel like it's better than what it was like when we were kids, but I feel like it could still be better.
And then you know, just an extension of that, I noticed that like you had mentioned, kind of like the idea that like we're like there's like the East Asian community as a whole has representation, but everyone's lumped together. Like, would you hope that at some point, you know, as a society, we get to a point where it's not, oh, this is this Asian actor here, and it's like, oh, this is a Chinese, like this Chinese American actor, or this Filipino American actor, or this Filipino actor just in general. Like, would you hope to get? Would you hope that as a society we get to a point where the actual individual like ethnicity is, you know, like more individualized instead of it being a more generalized like designation. Like would you hope that, you know, at some point you get to like society as a whole gets to a point where it's specific, where it's like, oh, this person's Vietnamese versus like, oh, this actor's a Vietnamese actor.
I feel
versus,
you. Instead
like,
of just
a
saying just an
Korean.
Asian actor.
Yeah, instead of just an Asian actor. Because I feel like even if you use just the term Asian, you're still neglecting a huge chunk of
You're putting an umbrella on like a whole bunch of other cultures.
because it's like everyone, like each country has its own culture, and even within each country you have so many different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think, like, in China you have, you can have like 3 or 4 different like types of like 3 or 4 different like feelings of culture.
Mm-hmm.
So just like the idea that like would like at some point would you hope that like it becomes specific to like the individual, because when we talk, the kind of the reason why I ask, because like when we talk, you talk about how you're Filipino, you don't talk about how you're Asian, you talk about how you're Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
And then you talk about like when we talk food, you bring up some of those Filipino delicacies. Never trying bologna again, by the way. But
It's hella good, dog. It's just chicken and eggs.
bro, dude,
Keep going.
we'll talk about this later.
You're on a
We'll
good-
talk about this
you got a
later.
good
We'll
thought.
talk about this
You got a
later.
good thought.
But like it's just the idea that by blanketing everyone under one term, that you don't allow that individual's culture to be present, or to give it or give it value, is like, do you think that like if we got to a point where if everything became separate again, like each individual's culture would be more celebrated, let's put it that way?
I think honestly, I would want to get to a point where it's not even like we don't even care anymore. It's just like, oh, that person's a good actor, or whatever profession it is. Like, we just look at them as an individual, as not so much as like just like their race. But I feel like there's steps to get there still. So it's like I agree with you. Like, so like right now it's like, oh, he's like an Asian actor, right?
Yeah.
But like Asian encompasses like Korean, Japanese, Cambodian, Laos, Filipino. Like it's so much, right?
Right.
So yes. So like just say Asian, right? So eventually they go, okay, he's a good they understand like there's more to just saying Asian. So like, oh, he's a good Filipino actor or a good Cambodian actor. But then I want to get to a point where society's like, they don't give it like, it doesn't even fucking matter like what ethnicity are you. They just like look at you as like a person. But I feel like there's like so much of like a lack of diversity that like when we see that kind of diversity, like you have to point it out. Like, oh, I've never seen like an Asian actor do this, or something like that. And then we know like the intricacies of like, oh, that's Filipino, that's like something that's not just like Asian.
Right.
But I feel like that's what, I don't know like the steps to get there, but like in my head, like I feel like that's what it is. It's kind of like it goes like specific, and then once you, I don't know, I think like maybe like once like we're accustomed to like so many different cultures, and like we're so used to all different kinds of people doing things, that it's not so surprising that we could look past ethnicities and just like focus on the individual and be like, oh, that person's good at that.
Okay. Now, is there anything that I can do to
As
help?
like a white dude?
As a white dude, is there anything that I can do to help with that, or like or if there's anything that like I can do to like be more of an ally? Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way.
Just don't be racist. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like I don't know. That's kind of like a deep question. Is it? Is it really a deep question? I don't know.
I feel like this is kind of become a deep conversation. So
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't be racist. uh, but yeah, I feel like as far as yeah, I don't know. That's kind of I don't know how I don't even know what that means. What's that mean to like be an ally? It's just don't be racist.
I'm no okay. So like, what I mean by like an ally is like someone champion like someone who would like champion for like the equality that that you mentioned earlier, talking about where they're a good actor instead of providing like just as a very very basic example like helping get to a point where we say like Lee is a good podcaster, not a good Filipino podcaster. Like someone who's gonna be there to continue to make sure that we get to the point that you hope for, not just for actors just in general, but for like the
any kind of profession in
and
general.
just
Or just anything.
Just anything in general.
Yeah. I think honestly just don't be racist.
Just don't be racist.
Like isn't that fucking what else is there as far as like being an ally? There's probably more. I think there are probably like a lot of more people that are into like I guess like is it activism or like social awareness,
like social justice,
social awareness.
Like
yeah, as far as what people can do as far as like an ally, but I don't know. I'm not too sure. I feel like a good place to start is not being racist, and John, you're clearly not that. So, fucking A+, dog.
Thank you, thank you. I do not need to be given a grade on that because I feel like that should just be like common decency.
Yeah, just thank you for being a good person.
I appreciate you, man.
But yeah, I think as far as just because I think you could go deeper into like social constructs of like how the fucking world works.
Yeah.
But just stay specific to just entertainment. I think we're getting to a good place where there are more Asian representation, and like there's the Shang-Chi, right? Is that the newest Marvel movie?
Yep.
Like that dude's Asian, and like it's kind of like definitely like what I was like referring to earlier, where it's like the nerdy and like kind of like it's like fucking whack. And like that dude's like a whole ass superhero. So like that's something cool. So yeah, man, I think just honestly is just as far as like Asian creators, just if you make cool shit, just try to make as much cool shit as you can. And then after that, just let the cool shit speak for itself, I guess. Right? Does that make sense?
No, I totally get what you're saying.
Then I think as to cause kind of like what you're saying, where it's like, oh, it's they're a good, like you preface it like they're a Asian actor, or like you know what I'm saying, like you have to like say the race, because like when you talk about like Robert De Niro or like Tom Hanks, you're like they're a good actor.
Yeah.
So like you just want it to be like normal like that, where it's just like they're a good actor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we're getting there. I think it's because we've been so deprived as far as like the Asians in entertainment that you don't see it so often. So that I think the more you see it and the more that it's out there, the more it'll be normalized, and then it just becomes regular, dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I was not anticipating getting into this type of conversation. Not gonna lie, but I'm glad we had that conversation. Like I would not want you to get to a point where you felt like you couldn't have that level of discussion with me, at least,
Yeah, man. No, we could. These are things we would have talked about anyway.
These are things we would have talked about anyway. But I also feel like given the content of that discussion, that this is actually going to be a perfect place to end the pod on. No game this week because I fucked up and went to
next week.
Went to a concert on a Tuesday night. But no,
going up on a Tuesday.
Club going up on a Tuesday. But no, I think it's a very important issue that should continue to have a discussion, whether not necessarily between us all the time, but like just society in general, where if we keep continuing to have that conversations like this, that eventually everyone will have had that conversation, and then it becomes something that's a little. Then we actually start to see that substantial like response. Um, but I got you, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, just don't be
Just
racist.
don't be racist. Oh my god! If everyone lived by that motto, we'd be set.
But yeah, go watch Shang-Chi. No, I think that it made like box office records, didn't
Dude,
it?
I think it like has been the best like movies, like the best movie since COVID started, like box office wise.
I believe it. I think the another quick shout out, Blue Bayou.
Mhm.
That's another one. I think what's his name, Justin Chan,
Mhm.
is in it, and it looks like a really good ass movie. And it goes to the whole thing where I was saying is like, so like he's like a Asian actor, and I think he like I don't know if he directed it, but um, I think just like more seeing just like more things like this, and like if it's good, it looks good, where you could just get to the point where it's like, yo, this is a good movie, and you don't have to really preface it with like if it's Asian or not. And you know that doesn't just go with Asians. Like you could be like, because I feel like that happens to like if you're like a black actor or like a Hispanic actor, you know, like they always preface it with like black actor or like Mexican actor, like whatever it is. You could just be just actor. But I don't know. Maybe it's like more of an American issue. I don't know if it's a worldly issue. Who knows? We'll talk about it more next week when we get more deep into stuff. But we'll probably play how to be a millionaire because it'll be my turn.
It'll be a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Who wants to be a
Who
hip
wants to
hop
be?
millionaire, man?
Mm. We'll work on the title. We'll work on that title. But all right. Thanks for
Dude, just
listening.
be prepared, because the amount of stress that you put me in last week for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, expect that times two, man. Expect that times two.
Fuck. Damn. All right. Tune in next week. Thanks for listening. We always appreciate you guys. Peace.
Take care.